Yo, what is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Dunker with Dahani. We back here, more basketball content for you guys. And let's start off this video by saying, I think it's every high schooler's dream to go Division I in any kind of sport, whether it's basketball, baseball, football. It is a dream to have. And I know a few people that actually went D1 in my high school. But I really think of the people in high school, the biggest standout, the biggest prospect in the class of 2029 is going to be J.J. Crawford. The number one prospect, only 16 years old, and a 5-star recruit. So let's dive on inside to the rise of J.J. Crawford. NBA potential. NBA futuristic star. Let's roll into it.
Touch that tram, mama said pray then push. Pop said grind on wish. Coach said line up run. Whole life drawn up off that pitch. Court chalk on my socks. Bus pass in my sock too. Lunch card in my pocket. Pocket dreams that I walk through. Crossover on the clear lane. Try to cross over my fear same. Every brick that I threw up built the backbone of my name.
We run the floor. We run the floor. We don't back down. We don't back down. Every fall that we fail, put the strength in us now. Heads to the sky. Heads to the sky. Voices in one sound.
J.J. Crawford had an outstanding debut in his high school season. He was named Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year. He averaged 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, helping his high school Rainier Beach to a 29-1 record. That's some East LA kind of vibes, man. Go watch Last Chance U. Not a sponsor, by the way. Not a sponsor. But also led them to the Washington Class 3A state championship. No doubt that he's the best high school player in the country right now. Not just because he's Jamal Crawford's son. We all know how great Jamal Crawford was. One of the sauciest, flashiest players we've ever seen in this league. Mr. Alley-Ooper, played for Lob City Clippers, played for my New York Knicks. Saucy crossover. J.J. Crawford, what's ridiculous is he picked up his first D1 scholarship in the 7th grade to Montana. He already holds a dozen of D1 offers. He has Michigan, Kansas, and even NC Central. That's early pioneering though. For a high school prospect to have this much hype and doing what he can do on a high school floor is crazy. Not just only in high school, but for a USA team as well. Because he participated in multiple USA basketball junior national team mini camps. And in June, he earned a spot on the final 12-man roster for the 2026 US Men's U17 national team. He's a representative. And what makes it even better for him is that he already captured a gold medal, winning the FIBA U17 World Cup in Turkey with Team USA. Now, what I really like about J.J. Crawford is the fact that he's 6'5" with an elite perimeter poise. By poise, I mean he can go fast and he can go slow. And he has a lot of great strength in his bag. Elite 3-level scorer, mid-range, layups, deep 3-ball, not even just a 3-ball, but shooting deep 3-pointers. High-level ball handling and playmaking. Like I said before, poised, fast and slow, in control. He has a tight handle, great burst of speed. He can change his pace effectively, and he can drive comfortably with his left hand and his right hand. He got floor generalship. He can manage the tempo under pressure. And this is just beyond getting his own shots, creating his own shots, reading the defenses sharply, and he can facilitate effectively for his teammates. He's a really unselfish player, man. Very unselfish. On defense, he can possess a great length. For a 6'5" guard, he can see over the defenses, man. And he can make them force turnovers with that. And that's perfect. Only 16 years old, 6'5". He's a potential number 1 pick. Depending on how he does in college, we'll see where he can go. And speaking of college, there's a lot of colleges he can choose from. Because like I said before, he got his first D1 scholarship to Montana in 7th grade. Know how hard it is to get a D1 scholarship in 7th grade? Actually, no, screw that. No, do you guys know how hard it is to get a D1 scholarship in high school? Mad freshmen could play varsity in high school, varsity basketball, football, and they won't get a D1 scholarship just yet. They probably got to wait till their junior year or senior year. Most of those guys go Division 3, Division 2, JUCO. So for J.J. Crawford to get this D1 scholarship, not because he's the son of an alumni NBA player, but because he has a great game, learning from his father, following in your dad's footsteps, loving the game of basketball, kind of providing what your dad did in the NBA and bringing it to the new generation of basketball. But back to the colleges. There's a bunch of colleges he can choose from. Washington, it's his hometown, chat, and they already hold deep regional ties. Michigan, and that's a major legacy factor. His dad even played for Michigan. Shoot, turn him into Cayenne Anthony. Go to Syracuse, play some ball over there. But it's all JJ's decision. We can't we can't do that. Because Cayenne Anthony was very close to not going to Syracuse and instead going to USC. But he is coming back to Syracuse. Kentucky and Louisville. Both of these programs have aggressively entered the mix with official offers and heavy scouting presence. And there have been talks with him and Kentucky, so that could potentially happen when he turns 18. And even there's a lot of other contenders like Alabama, USC, Miami, North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And these are all schools that he's been evaluating, wanting to go there. Because I can tell a lot of them are dream schools, some of them want him going over there. And it really depends on how much money they're really going to be paying him. Because I know that's what a lot of people in college really like. They want the fact that whichever college is paying you the most NIL money, then they're going to go over there. But we'll see what J.J. Crawford does going into his future. He's not done with high school yet. Only a 16-year-old, still getting D1 offers. So hopefully in 2028, 2029, we will see where this dude is going. But it's very exciting. We're seeing another potential number 1 pick in the making. And J.J. Crawford has a gift. And that gift came from his father. His dad's been teaching him his game, the ropes, learning the new generation of basketball. And I think he's going to really bring that into the newest generation of basketball today. And we'll see how great he does going more into his high school career and even seeing where he's going to be going for college. Because I'm really excited to see how this is going to really work out. It's going to be very exciting. But anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say. Comment down below what college you guys want J.J. Crawford to attend. All this potential. What college is right for him? Talk to me in the comments. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say. God loves you. Jesus is king. Peace out, everybody.